The recording has been started.
So, it's been, it's been a couple hours since the, I'll say, reveal of what Lex had stated. Though he had mentioned that his nobody should be stopping by shortly after. You see hide nor hair of him. And some of you can probably assume why, among other things. But instead of Lex showing up around the same time that Eos had mentioned to Arthur and Aster that one of his last parting things before the last time he showed up to you guys was that he had informed Rhiannon, an old family friend, an old friend of Arthur and Lex, that stuff was going wrong and he was, all the stuff that happened in the shortest possible way. And she would be giving you guys assistance. And kind of like 2 hours after everything settled down for a little while, she showed up. And Arthur, it's been, I think for you, you've had the shortest amount of time where you haven't seen or talked to her. But she looks different. She looks much more at ease in her own body and what she does. She looks confident and a little cocky, like the way you used to be when you were younger. But she does approach from the doorway, settles at the foot of the stairs where you guys kind of walk up to her. And she goes, "Okay, so how many of you here know about, he called himself Eos?"
Yep.
I can hear him.
Helia in the back just like facing her hands, raising her hand.
Does Tsubasa know Eos? I don't think he does.
What are we talking about?
Him by Eos.
What?
You don't know him by Eos.
Oh, okay. So he knows he exists, just not the name.
Probably.
So there is a shrug from Tsubasa.
All right, so that's a majority. I'll take it. And she rests her hands on her hips. And Arthur, you clock something new to her ensemble. It's mostly the same, the witch's hat. There's a broom slung over her shoulder that you and only you recognize as her keyblade. Like, she looks like a generic goth witch, for lack of a better term. And at her side is a kind of medium-sized satchel that looks like it's holding nothing or is weightless. And she just rests her hands on her hips and goes, "Okay. So, I can't immediately get you guys where you want to go, so I need some time, and I'm giving that as a warning."
Okay.
I'm
long?
sure she pauses and thinks for a moment. "Well, I'm going on vacation with my girlfriend, hopefully fiance after all's said and done. Hopefully. For about a week, starting tomorrow. So after that, I will be working on it, and it shouldn't take me more than a few days, maximum of another week."
Show of hands if we're okay with 2 weeks.
I don't think we get a choice in that matter.
You
No,
don't-
like, it could be like a week and a half. You just said a maximum of a week, but not.
Do you want it to be safe or quick?
It would be better to be safe about it.
Yeah, I'm not the person to ask that right now.
If you want it to be safe, I'll need the full week.
All right, 2 weeks.
All right. And she looks at you, Arthur, and her expression shifts. Anybody with an over 20 passive insight registers that the cockiness is her business facade. She has things to do, people to see, things to pick up. And when she looks at Arthur, she looks apologetic. Hey, for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not believing you when you were younger.
Okay. Well, I didn't have any proof.
Yeah, but you don't really lie either. Neither of you can to me. So, I'm sorry. Well, I'll try my best to make up for it. Just
Well, I
give me a ring
accept-
whenever you need me.
I accept your apology, generic witch.
She snorts. Yeah, and I accept your dumbassery, generic gay boy. Turns and walks away.
Oh, no, he's not generic anymore. He and Lex kissed.
Oh shit, for real? Like, turns to face you guys.
Yeah, it was out of spite.
For real, for real.
Damn.
We definitely all saw that.
Damn, I couldn't have been there for that? You
I would-
motherfuckers.
It was hilarious watching Lex have to get on tiptoes.
I think Arthur practically lifted him off the ground.
No, that was the first one. The second one, when Lex did the revenge, that was tiptoes.
You guys have fun with that deliberation. Bubbles is expecting me. I really gotta get going.
Well,
There's
good
a
luck
mother-
with your hopeful fiance.
You too. Good luck getting it together for the future, huh? Now she walks.
That's a real damn that Aster gives her. I like that one. Can she come around more often?
Does anybody continue watching her as she walks off?
Tsubasa does.
Yeah.
Aster's actively pointing at her.
Between one blink and the next, she's kind of gone, but those who don't blink in between her kind of approaching the door sees the flicker of a dark corridor.
Mm.
Huh.
Fucking. Okay.
So where are you guys going?
Probably the Dark Realm. You want to tag along?
I mean, there is safety in
Yes.
numbers.
I have 7 million things to do, but yes.
Well, make it 7,000,001. And you were right, we do have plenty of things to do. Speaking of, I'm gonna go find my pops.
Helia.
Helia's acquired a baby.
Helia's acquired an 8-foot-tall, big, fluffy baby.
Big baby.
The fucking woof. Baby.
Oof.
Look at the little
Don't-
baby. Now look at the big baby.
Wah. Fucking don't bark. Don't you woof. Woof.
That's something he would do.
Yeah.
What's up?
Helia, buddy, I want to do one thing with Helia real quick, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. By all means.
Helia. Aster's going to look at you.
She's not looking back, like still like the head down, hand on big baby.
Hey, Helia.
What, Aster?
Keep an eye on Itty and Bitty for me. And he's going to kind of wave his hand, and 2 little spell circles are going to open up near her, and 1 carbuncle hound, 2 carbuncle hounds. Right there. They like you more.
I
What?
don't think that's true, but alright.
Insight check.
Helia. Helia, you hear in like a weird dialect of Heartless. The response of, "No, it's true. You kind of test him out more often than we can, and it's really fun.
Aster from a fucking distance. Just because he's away doesn't... the way his summoning works, he can still sort of feel this. Everyone's just gonna hear a... Don't forget to give them treats, except Biddy. He needs to go on a diet.
Incredible.
So where's everybody going if you don't have any more things to say?
Aster's going to his pops.
All right.
I mean, would this be a good time for Tsubasa to go talk to Reina?
Caliban is going to go see the royal family, so the two of them can still go together.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my question is, do you ask to go see the royal family, or do you just start walking in their direction?
It's more so Caliban already kind of understands that it's not that he doesn't understand that it's not that he has permission, but he's kind of like, I should go do that. And if I tell them why I'm there, at least someone who's guarding the door would be like, hey, there's that guy out here with your sword.
Mm-hmm.
He's still gonna be like official and professional about it, but just go poke him.
Does he mention it?
I think he's waiting on everyone else, is what I'll say. Seeing where they're going.
Because if Caliban doesn't say anything about it, Tsubasa probably would be just like, oh, I need to go talk to Reina about something anyways.
Princess?
Yeah, the princess. Arthur's little sister.
Do you think she's still with her parents?
Probably. I think it's still too soon for her to be left alone.
So we're probably going in the same direction.
Alright. So I guess we'll go together.
So we're going to start with Tsubasa and Caliban. You two head out the room. Whatever exit isn't really relevant. But you head out, and what do you do to find where the royal family currently is?
I mean, Tsubasa probably would ask Arthur, hey, where are your parents and sister anyways, before they leave?
It was...
You would know that they're trying to spend as much time as possible with Reina after they clocked that she noticed something before Cadence went down. And they don't know anything about the visions. So they're trying to make sure she's okay in her own room and feels safe. So they're probably in her room.
They probably went to her room. I guess I could show you the way.
Could you? It'd be easier than us getting lost.
Yeah, you can do that.
Thanks, Arthur.
So, Arthur, you lead them to, it's like a mix between a converted guest chamber to a royal bed area, because your sister has always been the most humble of all of you, even from when she started talking. She just did not want all the royal affectations and everything. She was just okay with a desk, some toys, enough room to roam around, and a bed. Maybe a big enough bed to swallow her up, but a bed. That was her only lavish point of contention, of she wanted a bed big enough to feel small in. you kind of lead them to the royal wing, kind of bordering on the guest areas. And do you go the entire distance with them, or do you just point out where the knights are making sure everyone is staying away?
I think all the way.
So instead of you two having to actually roleplay out and roll persuasion or intimidation or what have you, seeing the prince with the both of you basically allows them to go, oh, it's your group. And they kind of stand aside hesitantly.
Yay.
And you do hear chatter from inside, but it's quiet and gentle. And Tsubasa, you read this as the tone a mother would take when they realize that their kid is sick. It's like worry, but like bordering on concern.
Okay.
And the door is not open, but they have parted to let you through. Arthur, do you step back and let them go ahead in front of you, or do you go in with them?
I think he'll go in with them, but he'd knock first.
You knock, and your father's voice answers, "Come in." Do you step in first, or do you allow them to go?
He'd slowly step in first. Like creep open the door and slowly open.
I'm setting up the map briefly.
God, Raina is so tiny.
Yeah, she's a baby. So they all acknowledge that you're there, Arthur, and your dad nods to you. He's giving you the look of, "Are you okay?" in silence, because they're a company here.
She's like a eh.
There's a nod. He doesn't say anything else, but you recall him giving the offer of coming to talk to him whenever. The other two of you, you see the royal family. Arthur is standing off to the side to let you walk. The first thing that catches your eye is a massive white and black striped tiger that looks at ease, but isn't exactly a notable dream eater type. Like, it does not look like a Kiba tiger, is what I'm saying here.
Okay. Tsubasa briefly stares at it, looks over at Arthur with the look of, was that here before?
Like was, what do you mean?
The tiger?
I mean, it's been here, yeah. Just never, yeah.
Okay, and he does take a moment to look around the room at the king, the queen, the little princess, before giving a sigh. Is just, I would actually like to speak with Her Highness for a moment.
While Avos does not address that statement, Estelle does make the comment of, whatever conversation you can have with her, you can have with me in the room.
Yeah, no, I figured as much. Just... And he pauses for a moment, trying to figure out the exact words to say before he he does glance. He does look at the queen with the sort of a question of permission to step forward.
He nods.
And he does move closer over to Reyna. And just, it's actually, I haven't been getting any of my oracle visions lately. And
with your passive perception, you see the queen's hand that has been combing through her youngest kid's hair pauses for a second before continuing.
that does get him to hesitate a moment before he visibly takes a deep breath and steels himself and just, but Reyna, how many visions was it and how much time? It was 3 with it. What?
Does Tsubasa know that in character?
I know he was there for at least 2 of them. He knows about the warning from the gate and the one where she predicted all of them meeting together on the ship.
Mm-hmm. So you know about at least 2.
Yeah. It's just like, Reyna, on the other hand, you've had at least 2 of them in the last few weeks, haven't you? That's what those drawings were for, weren't they?
You see her kind of fidget. She doesn't necessarily answer, but the fidgeting from your perspective kind of answers that. And you hear the soft whisper of, "Is this what you said your headaches were, darling?" It's not addressed to you, but you, with your passive perception of 24, kind of catch the headache comment.
Yeah. And Tsubasa would know that headaches are a part of the Oracle Visions, yeah?
Among a couple of other abilities, but primarily Oracle Visions, yes.
It's just like, I mean, it's possible, Your Majesty, with Oracle Visions do cause headaches.
She nods and kind of gestures for you to come over, and she makes a gesture towards the tiger that isn't really looking at her. And the tiger stands up, almost seems to sigh. It's a sound that's very similar to it, but moves off to the side.
Yeah.
Basically a bulwark you wouldn't have gotten past if you had stepped further faster.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he does come closer, though. He stays what he imagines is a fairly respectful distance.
Mm-hmm. And Estelle, Her Majesty, kind of looks at you with this expression of seriousness. It's a look that you've seen on TV when they've appeared together, when she's being the pretty face behind the king. She's waiting for you to say something that doesn't make sense, but so far you haven't, so she's just listening. It's like that skepticism that comes with you're saying a lot of things in a correct order you shouldn't know about. So this is my warning as a DM to be careful what you say next.
No
The
pressure.
Caliban can also speak up if he wants to help.
Caliban has not been debriefed on anything that's happening, so he's kind of just like, huh? Okay, this is happening. He's mostly looking at, is it a tiger or is it a snow leopard?
Yeah, it's like, that's true. I forgot my own sentiment because I've been dying the past week, but you're right, it's a snow leopard.
Okay, yeah. I was like, that picture is not a tiger, my love. And yeah, Caliban very, very entranced by the snow leopard, and he's waiting for like. I think Arthur would notice it. Caliban is like, oh, we're not being like formal about this. There wasn't like any bowing or proper addressing. Okay.
It's
I mean,
it's the Hidaka personality. Don't mind it.
Arthur doesn't have great insight.
But yeah, Tsubasa does fully register the look and again takes a moment to choose carefully what he's going to say before he just he says, I want to know why. I want to know what's happening cuz as far as I know, there's only 2 oracles, myself and someone else. But if I remember right, that was before Reina was born.
There's silence for a few seconds. As the queen has no answer to give, the king is just now learning about some of this, and Reina seems reluctant to answer. I need you to roll persuasion for me with disadvantage.
Ugh. Please be good rolls. Ooh, dirty 20.
You're so very lucky. The DC was 20. She fidgets again, that kind of nervous kid fidgeting of like, I don't know if I did something bad, but the room's really quiet and I don't like the quiet kind of reaction.
Tsubasa will add on, I'm not angry or anything, I'm just confused.
And the fidgeting slows a little bit, and she looks over at Arthur, who's kind of been standing off to the side near the door, and then looks to her dad, looks up at her mom, and then looks back at you. Well, aren't you a hero?
I wouldn't really call myself that, but...
Well, maybe not hero, but you wouldn't just let someone die.
No, I wouldn't.
And she kind of fumbles with her words, stuttering, trying to find what you've heard her equate to calling big girl words. And she tries very hard to find the right ones, and she looks like she's getting frustrated because she can't find the right words.
At this point, Tsubasa does kneel down a bit to be more on her level and just take your time. I'll be right here waiting.
She takes a breath and messes with a bracelet on one hand that she hasn't worn before. Arthur, Tsubasa, you kind of clock it. It's a friendship bracelet. You don't know who made it, but it looks like it's made out of glass beads and wooden materials. Like, it looks, in most nobles' eyes, it would look cheap. And she's just fidgeting with it for a moment before putting her hand around it. And, well, I didn't think that you would like having the choice of, you know, who lives and who doesn't. I've had a particularly, what's the word? And she says the translation in Spanish for special, like she's forgotten the word for it. And she just
Caliban,
looks...
I would
Yeah.
say that Caliban says it in English.
And she looks at you now, suddenly registering you're in the room with like hopeful eyes of you. Come here. You can translate the girl words for me.
Oh, he very like quietly walks over and he just, and he goes in Spanish. What's up?
So I think you kind of stand near the snow leopard, regardless of like, yes, I'm at the foot of the bed, kind of helping to translate. Is that correct?
Yeah, I kind okay, listen, I'm so happy to help the little lady. I'm so interested in that dog.
So she ushers you closer at the foot of the bed and just, in her mother tongue, Spanish, she proceeds to tell you that she's always, since she was kind of conscious and aware of herself, like she almost straight up uses the word when I gain sentience. You know, when kids at that sudden 4-year-old age just go, huh? Who am I? Like,
I exist! Holy shit!
yeah, like that kind of, she almost clocked it as a kid, and now she's fully aware when it happened. Like, she's saying from that point, she had a particularly unique ability. And a lot of people have called her in Shadows a witch, like an old hero used to be. And she thought it was the same as being an oracle, because she had, and she pauses, not control over memories, but the ability to break the bindings on them. And you see the queen kind of look much more worried very fast.
Caliban like waits for her piece to be said before he turns to Tsubasa and just I think how he relays it is just like a little more streamlined of she did that thing kids do where she kind of becomes sentient, and then she had these abilities that some old hero seemed to have as well. They call her a witch. And like he tries to say it like he's saying it very small. Like he's kind of, it's almost like he's uncomfortable with the information that he's sharing, but he very much it's out of concern.
Arthur,
Yes.
are you still in the room while she's saying this?
Yes.
With your generalized history buff nature, you know what she means when she mentions that an old hero used to be called a witch. Her name was Namine.
Would he have any clue on why that, like, other than having that somewhat same ability, why that would connect to her?
You know that a lot of people designate the origin of the Oracle problem, quote unquote, to nominate kind of breaking bindings on powerful individuals and going, I shouldn't have done that, but it's already done. And you would know from a noble standpoint, they're either worried or frustrated that she might do the same and cause more problems. So Reina is basically relaying that she doesn't think Tsubasa would have wanted to make the calls necessary, both as an oracle and as a witch, that she would do in a heartbeat.
I think out loud, Arthur is like, does she mean nominee?
And Reina nods. She's much like you. She has the history studies when she's young. But you leaned real hard into it, and she's not. She knows basics. So she nods of, yeah, the lady, the Witch of Memories. And she looks back at you, Tsubasa, now and goes, heroes are supposed to save everybody. I'm fairly certain. And she's like, it's like she's trying to force herself to use bigger words. I'm fairly certain, that you wouldn't have just let it happen. You wouldn't have accepted it. I'm okay with making the tougher calls. Because you shouldn't have to.
But why does it have to be you?
I didn't say it had to be, it's just how it fell.
Tsubasa does glance at the queen at that. She probably can see the concern on his face because he has his own little sister, and the idea of someone as young as Reina taking on that kind of burden concerns him. It worries him.
Mm-hmm. You look up at the queen, and I think with your insight, you register it as a mix of pride and concern. Of like, it's the look of you're going to grow up into a wonderful person. I just have to make sure you have the ability to grow up. Like that kind of response. Like she is concerned, but she is also very, very proud of her own kid so young making a decision she shouldn't have to. And she does kind of look over at Arthur and that expression of, she's just like you.
Mm-hmm.
Before looking back at her and going, sweetheart, you could have just said something. The headaches we could address. The pain from when they're over. There is medicine for that. And she just nods. She looks a little sheepish. Like a kid who got caught with her hand in the cookie jar.
I don't think anybody here is angry at you. And he does hesitate for a moment, not sure to call her Reina or Your Highness. But after a moment, he does settle on Your Highness. Just... Nobody here is angry at you, Your Highness. I was just confused, and now I'm concerned, because this is a big burden that you're trying to put on yourself.
It's not a burden. It's only a burden if you let it be. And if it helps, then it's not a burden.
You just don't want me to be in that position.
Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, you wouldn't be able to make that choice.
And he does sit back on his heels for a moment, thinking about this and realizing that she's not wrong. Even when he was getting the visions, he still would make the choices that would make sure everyone survive. Even when the visions showed that were showing that he would have to make a choice. And just... You are definitely mature for someone your age, I'll admit that.
And the queen kind of does make the comment of, all of my kids grow up faster than they're supposed to. I would like to have a child for longer than 6 years before they start becoming an adult. Looks at Arthur specifically.
Excuse me.
This is something that your majesties are okay with?
You see them exchange a look. It's cursory with your passive insight. You know it's not a bad one. It's more of a, this is her choice. We're not going to take a choice away from her kind of look. And they both look at you, and Avos from behind you says, "At the very minimum, she will not be doing it alone."
This is a moment for the player to consider their own fuck gender confusion.
Nice.
But considering actions now, and just because Tsubasa doesn't know how to give up his oracle powers, does he, or is that an instinctual thing, or has he been taught it?
You would know that relinquishment of oracle abilities is kind of like a from what Gwen has said and what Gray has kind of insinuated past it, it's similar to when people would learn the same skills and take over for somebody. Kind of like a rite of succession, but not quite. So it's kind of instinctual of like, this isn't mine anymore, but also acknowledging the next person in line as your successor.
Okay.
Mhm.
So he would sit there for a moment before sort of scooting a bit closer and just looking towards them both, just holding out a hand of, if I may.
Do you offer it both to the queen and to the daughter?
Mostly
These fucking beetles, guys.
What? Huh?
Anyway, beetle. Sorry, the beetles. They were annoying me.
Oh, okay. It's mostly offered to Reyna.
Mm-hmm.
But he won't stop the queen from taking his hand as well.
Mm-hmm. Reyna does take your hands. She feels rightfully so small against yours.
Yeah, and Tsubasa will press his forehead against the back of her hands and just then I will relinquish my oracle powers to you, Reyna. And I promise to protect you the best I can if anything comes to harm you.
I will give you the note on what that succession has done after session.
Okay.
But as of right now, you feel suddenly very tired. Like it's this sort of the moment I fall asleep, I'm not going to get up for about 12 hours kind of sleep.
Ooh. Yeah, no, he just visibly...
You don't feel sluggish or dizzy, it's just like, ugh, you know?
Yeah, just the visible wilting of, oh, suddenly so tired.
Mm-hmm. So what does Caliban do after this has all taken place?
Caliban has been keeping his eyes on Reyna the entire conversation. And I think as it comes to a close, he sort of waits and watches for what can he looks for like a little kid being satisfied with what has happened. And it's like, okay, it's not about me anymore. That's all come to a close. And it's just like making sure that Reyna is satisfied with it.
You don't see the stereotypical satisfaction, but it looks very similar to when one of your younger sisters would be like, okay, I'm done here. And she's dropped it mentally.
Okay. I say at that he stands a little like further in the middle. I think he gets like he just turns to the other side of the snow leopard and is like be able to see the queen and the king at the same time. And he just he takes a second and like he doesn't do a full bow, but he does like a little like quarter of it He goes, Caliban hasn't met them officially yet, right?
This would be your first time, yes.
Okay. Uh, so none of the conversation with he goes, he just goes, Caliban Ventura. I was associated with Arthur and the group of his friends due to we met on their journey, and they brought me back for during the riot, and I was present during it, and some things happened as I went down to the treasury, and I wanted to inform the two of you of it and hear your piece on it, is all. I wasn't sure if that was a conversation to have. And then he turns to Rada at that and he goes, I wasn't sure if that was a conversation to have in front of the young princess.
They look towards each other and nod. Do you mind if we speak about this at a later date? We want to make sure our children are alright.
Yes. I simply Arthur did explicitly say that there was a thing I should ask regarding it, and I felt some context was needed, or else saying it outright would sound weird.
You see both of them kind of cutely tilt their head in the same manner of like, what are you talking about?
It was pertaining to the sword, Caliburnus, which was in the treasury.
And both of them have the response of, that. And Ava speaks up. What about it? Let me guess, it has chosen you? And he sounds like he's making a joke about something that only he and his family know.
I do not feel very chosen, but I have been entrusted to carry it around. So she explicitly said that she was bored.
Yes, she does say that quite often. Are you sure you will be capable of wielding her correctly?
I am prepared to learn, and I don't think she would agree to it if I would wield her poorly. I feel like it's more infuriating than it is satisfying, especially for a sword.
You see Avos briefly twitches the corners of his lips into a smile. It's brief, very fast, but you catch it from where you're at right now. You get the insinuation that he is impressed.
Is that all right, or should I return it?
Avos holds up his hands in that manner of, basically, it's not my story to tell. And the queen holds up a hand to catch your attention. As long as you don't use it for ill-gotten gains, I don't see why not.
Thank you.
Just report back every once in a while. If necessary, I can give you one of my work phones.
I did just get one of those. So that would work. And I shall be accompanying Arthur further. I was semi-invited to tag along for their next leg of their journey.
Oh, where are you going?
Arthur's like, because they don't know.
Yeah, Caliban immediately is like, I just found out about this earlier. And so Caliban doesn't even fucking know why they're going. So he gives that look to Arthur, and it's the same kind of look he would give Otto when Otto did something stupid and they're telling Alex about it.
Just the really.
You're
Fucking joking. Like,
Caliban kind of has a shit-eating grin on his face. It's just like a full head tilt, and he looks to Arthur. I'm afraid I don't know very much about the journey, as I was just informed of it 20 or 30 minutes ago. I don't even know why we're going.
do you have something to inform me of, my dear son?
Well, it seems in 2 weeks, me and my group will be going to the Dark Realm.
There's a hush that falls over the room that even Reyna starts to fidget again. And your mother just sits there, closes her eyes for a moment, takes a deep breath, and very calmly, you know this tone of she's one more wrong move, you're gonna be grounded and not allowed to go. It's like, okay, and why for?
To go look for a part of Lex.
I beg your finest fucking pardon? That's the first time you've heard your mother cuss so openly.
Even Tsubasa flinches at that, just, oh shit.
Caliban is back to focusing his full attention on Reyna. Is just like, child that is closest to emotionally distressed adult. Is she okay?
The child is literally just like doing the thing of mom, look, I'm being cute, mom. Like trying to calm her down.
I would do anything for her.
So what do you say after that, Arthur?
Yeah, that's basically it.
I see. You and I need to have a chat before you head off to, for lack of a better term, reassemble your best friend.
Yes, ma'am.
Tsubasa
Good.
admittedly does cough a little bit at
Dismissed.
that because it's just like, yeah, sure, best friends.
Caliban explicitly gives Tsubasa, like, violently turns to look at Tsubasa and just give, like, the most violent eye contact to her best friend.
And she literally, in the calmest, frustrated tone, goes, "You're all dismissed."
Tsubasa does stand up fully at that and finally fucking bows. It's just like, thank you for letting me speak with Reyna and not getting me executed.
You've done nothing wrong. My son over there trying to sneak away, he knows what he did.
Noted. He just
And then looks at Caliban and goes, "Thank you for informing me and my husband of the new wielder of Caliburnus. It is appreciated."
Caliban gives his little quarter bow again, and he says, of course, when your son is more conversational, I will make sure he gives you my information so you can contact me in the future.
He
Tsubasa-
nods and
Sorry.
goes back to tending to Reyna.
Tsubasa, as he comes up behind Arthur, just sort of leans in and whispers to him, "You are so fucking dead." Just the oh no, this is happening sort of tone of voice.
And I think that's where we'll switch to another scene. So, of I don't think Caliban would immediately run to go find Razz and Helia, so let's do Razz and Azazel next.
Okay.
Would you like to see your little girl?
I would.
That entire scene was rough.
God. I'm just imagining the violent eye contact. Caliban, shut the fuck up.
And she
He
looked
didn't say
mean.
anything. He was like, he was like, I'm not going to say anything. Is Tsubasa going to say anything?
Tsubasa wasn't going to fucking say a damn word.
Oh my god. That was so funny.
I do think Razz and Azazel, Razz and Zay, I think we established.
Yes.
They agree to meet up on the outskirts of like a lovely city that's outside of the main capital. I'm setting it up.
Okay.
And it is particularly bustling. I'm just not adding a bunch of things here.
Aye.
It is a particularly bustling township. It is calm and relaxing, but in that way that most things are when it's just another day.
Yeah.
And you guys are standing off by the bridge, kind of away from most things that are traversing by. And no one really pays any mind to you. But Azazel looks so happy to see you.
Razz is equally happy, and honestly, like, seeing her like in front of her and safe after everything, just it takes like a very like visible weight off of her shoulders. I imagine as soon as they like make eye contact with each other, like Razz has got her arms around her little sister.
Yeah, and she hugs you back and is just like, I've missed you. Where have you been?
Miss you too. I was kind of worried about you, honestly. I was very worried about you.
And Raz, you kind of clock it. There is a odd glass and wooden friendship bracelet around her left hand.
Oh. She takes Zay's hand and like examines it, like it both of like okay, so her hand in between like Raz's two hands, like, and looking at the bracelet, and she just kind of peers over and goes, "Now where did this come from?"
Oh, Her Highness actually made it for me. She's very sweet.
Yeah. How's all that been going? How's the guarding been going?
It's been going. I've climbed ranks faster than I think I probably should be, just because I'm, being a decent person. It's
Yeah.
a little weird. But
maybe you're
you helped
just
in
good
that.
at what you do. Well, it was more you than.
Yeah, but you helped raise me better than whatever those guys were doing.
Oh, with that, there's just kind of like she kind of puts a hand on Zay's shoulder. Just, well, I couldn't leave you out on your own. I couldn't leave you to figure it out with just them.
Yeah, they sure are mom and dad.
Yeah. Have they gotten a hold of you at all since
Mostly
ever?
to try to get a hold of you, and I don't really give them anything, and I think that makes them mad.
Yeah, probably, but thanks for digging in your heels, little sis.
Do you ever wonder if it's going to be worth it at the end of the day? All the stuff that we go through? And this is like the first time she's been kind of like you. She kind of dodges, weaves, evades pretty much every personal question, but with you, she's being vulnerable.
That kind of catches Razz off guard a little bit because she is used to the trading surface emotions. Like, that is a lot of probably how they just learned how to grow up and like remain as safe as they could in that environment.
Mhm.
So it definitely catches her off guard a little bit. And her gaze kind of softens, and where there's usually like, I want to say almost like an emotional glamour to hide whatever's going on, it also falls from Raz's face, and she squeezes like where she has her hand on the shoulder and just it has to be. It's our lives. This is this is our chance to be better, to be good, to be brave.
I don't feel very brave. I'm still pretty scared of everything I do is wrong.
Oh,
And I know that if that was the case, I wouldn't have my position. I wouldn't have the things that I do. But it's, mom and dad.
yeah, and the rest of the world too. It you never feel brave whenever you're being brave. That's what makes it. Doing it anyways whenever you're scared is bravery. You don't. The lack of fear is just stupidity. Being afraid is human. Or tiefling.
She laughs a little bit, like she looks happier at that, and she nods. I guess I was just caught up in everything that's happened, and I couldn't really do much aside from getting everyone to safety. And then they started talking about how I would be getting a rank increase, and I was just like, I was just a decent person. I don't think I need to do all that. Like, and I don't know how to say no to that because that's weird. That's weird. It's not great. And I don't think I can say no to that position upgrade because that's basically right from the top.
Can I ask what happened? Why you're why the rank increase, and maybe even why the fear?
I've always tried to do good, like you. You've always been the good influence in my life at the very least. And I know it's not a lot, but I'm trying to do right by you, and it's scary and it's weird, and I really, really just want to be a kid again, but I don't think either of us really got that chance.
Just because we didn't get the chance doesn't mean it won't come. We can have that freedom in little things, but it's it is very easy to wish for things to have been different. But now we fought to be where we are.
Yeah.
And that fight doesn't end, but it gets easier. Or at least you find more people that help make it easier. And
Alright, is this like, are you trying to be smart? Because I know you don't rely on half of your team. And she grins at you.
hey, I'm trying, okay? I swear I'm trying. I'm trying to be better for them and for me and for you too. I know. For you too.
She kind of like leans up and like head bonks you.
A much more a little bit tougher head bonk back.
And she laughs. You
older sister
silly.
teasing.
And she looks at you with the admiration she's always held in her eyes for you.
So I know things are very scary for you right now, and I needed to tell you I was in the castle too, and I couldn't stop thinking about you and if you were safe and if you were even alive, and I'm just
You're worried. It's okay. Didn't you just tell me that bravery isn't the absence of fear, but doing something in spite of it?
hey. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, okay. I think... Oh gosh, I don't know if I should say that. That's gossip. I'm not a gossip person.
I am.
Yeah, but you're gonna carry that with you the entirety of whatever you do next, maybe into the rest of your adult life, and I can't do that to you or to anybody else in relation to it.
Oh, come on. You're killing me here.
And she she laughs a little bit and goes, okay, but you did not hear it from me. And
My
she
lips
like
are
looks
sealed.
around. Yeah, she looks around a little bit, making sure no one is directly paying attention. And then goes, apparently this town is where the prince and his bodyguard hooked up once.
Yeah.
Yeah? You know for a fact?
No, wrong. I'm You're telling me you don't like gossip. Hey. Maybe they spend time here, but I cannot confirm nor deny anything they've been up to.
Do you know something else?
No, I don't. I know nothing at all. Dramatic turn away.
You can't keep me hanging like this. Come on.
Okay, give me your pinky. We gotta make a promise. Quiet promise. You and me. Do I get the pinky?
You do.
Okay. If you break this sacred pinky promise, we will both... I don't even know. Junebug's coming for you. Okay?
Junebug?
Junebug, yes. She's... You don't want her coming for you. You'll have to meet her
Junebug.
someday. She's big and red and makes fire.
Did you just
I'm
describe
sure-
Junebug as the devil?
Yes.
That's your baby! I gave you a baby, not the devil!
Listen, my baby is the devil, and that is part of her charm.
terrifying. Thank you.
Do you understand? Explosions, fire, maybe even
Meteors from the
destruction.
sky.
Meteors from the sky. This is not an exaggeration. Secret, okay? All right,
He
Pinky.
is dying laughing.
Like she's still holding on with her pinky full force. Okay, all right. Shh. As whenever she calms down, it's like very quiet in her ear. Is there anybody else like around? I know you said it's more populated.
It's like it's the sort of populated of a normal trading deck.
Okay. She is very sure to talk very low. And just they might have kissed on the lips, maybe, but you didn't hear it from me.
What? Like to full
Nothing.
volume.
Nothing! Shut! Hey. Now, whether or not it was in this town, I don't know. Whatever they've been up to, I don't know. But I'm very excited for them.
So they did.
I don't know. That's as much as you're getting.
Oh, you're the worst. Come on. Confirm or
Listen.
deny. Confirm or deny. I've been telling you so much shit.
Okay.
Confirm or deny. Just this one thing.
If this gets out, I will end you. This is a promise from the bottom of my heart.
Okay.
Okay. Confirm.
No shot. Really? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I can't. Damn it.
You can't. You cannot. This is secret. Big secret. Big secret. Sister secret. Sealed by the pinky.
Have you told Mary? Have you told Marilyn?
No!
No?
No! She cannot know. No one can know. You have sister privilege. And that is the only reason. If it gets out, I know it's you. I will find you. I will hunt you. For sport.
For fun and profit? She's laughing.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
She said for fun and profit?
For sport. Not even profit. For fun.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Yeah.
You have to just deal with everybody kind of already having made the rumors that they, well, I guess I can't say that.
Explore each other's bodies.
Sorry. Zag is my spirit animal.
Don't kid me.
I'm in genuine distress.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cry, dog. Tears. I need to die. I need to go. Is there anything else you want to discuss with Zay?
Yes. now that I've given you this juicy piece of information, this very secret, top shelf secret, I gotta ask you,
Mm-hmm.
have you heard anything on the inside worth like holding on to? Any new stirs in the castle or anything that
She
might be
thinks for a
useful?
moment. Not particularly since before or after the riot. It's been hush hush for everybody since everything happened. They don't know what to say, don't know what to do, they don't know how to comport themselves, so everybody's being quiet. So maybe give it a couple of days so everyone can calm down and I'll get back to you.
Definitely.
Because I know right after big events like this, everybody kind of gets shaken up and doesn't trust anybody anymore.
Yeah. That is for good reason. Tread very carefully.
Oh, for sure. I'm usually at the seat of most things going wrong because nobody seems to really care for the young princess, which is very weird because she's a very nice person.
I see you guys have been getting close. The bracelet is lovely.
Yeah, she seems to really enjoy my presence. I'm glad that I make her comfortable.
I'm glad that you have each other.
There's a nod. Acknowledgement more than anything else.
I know you were talking about taking a rank also, or them trying to inflict one upon you. And you're hesitating about it. Is there what brings the hesitation?
I just don't trust a lot of the nobles to be smart right now, and I know that's heresy. Oh goodness. Treason. Treason for our nobles to not be smart.
I mean, you got a point. In the past, they have been careless with other lives, and I would not want them to be careless with you. I'm sure you wouldn't either.
I thankfully I think the weirdest situation I think I've ever gotten into is accidentally having an eventual spar with I think you know him, the Lord Commander.
I do know him. In fact.
Yeah, last time I accidentally set myself up to spar with him, he fucking beat my ass.
That sounds about right. That sounds extremely right.
It was weird. I thought I had it under control, and then suddenly it was like a second wind, and it was really scary. It's like he bounced back from everything suddenly, and it was very weird.
Is there anything else you recall about that?
I don't want to sound mean, but it was like he was just not himself.
It doesn't sound mean.
It's like he becomes a different person when he fights. He isn't as nice. He's not, you know. He's very friendly and confident, and he knows what he's doing, and he talks to people nicely. And then you fight him, and suddenly he's the devil. Like,
yeah. From the Bible.
We can't have anything, guys.
Okay. Well. That's very very interesting to hear about. Thank you for the juicy tidbit, my dear beloved sister.
She squints at you.
Thank you.
What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah, because you've been calling me dear, beloved, darling sister for about 15 minutes now. Almost without breaks.
Yeah, well, I'm just excited to see you, but also I'm it worries me to know that was something that you faced, and that is interesting information, as he happens to be a friend of mine, so it is interesting to hear.
It's kind of around this time that the entire group chat kind of gets the notification of someone setting their status to do not disturb. Then the mention of just taking care of business.
Okay.
Then that entire fucking debacle and just watching Lance set himself up with the same shit.
I think one of our friends is about to get his ass whooped too.
Oh?
Respectfully, I'm sure your ass was only kind of whooped. Respectfully.
Okay, Razz. You want to play this card? I can beat your ass. I'm better than you.
You're what?
I'm better than you.
You're what? Okay, wait a second. All right, when are we sparring? When are we testing this? We're going to. This is not a request.
She like laughs. Listen, you set it up. I'll be full willing to just make sure you show you how it's done.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Promise. Pinky, double pinky promise day.
She gives you her pinky and lets through her laughter.
I'm also imagining, like, because she is a knight, and because of Razz's strength modifier, I'm just imagining, like, Noodle Arms versus Buff with a pinky promise.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
No, your sister has a sleeper build.
Yeah.
It's frightening. But yeah, if there's anything else you'd like to say to her before we move on to the next scene.
I think that's good. I think the pinky promise is a good place to move on.
Alrighty. Between the last two scenes, which I think it'd be a good call to go with Aster.
I was muted, but fuck yeah.
Aster.
Yeah, bud.
It's you were kind of told as you were headed out to go seek out your pops, Luca, that he kind of took him and the two family members that were on deck for the riot. And you didn't realize there was two. So it's a bit of a surprise when somebody tells you that there's 3 Cytoses and they don't want to fuck with that.
Love it to death when that happens.
So you're kind of walking down this path and you don't really hear anything so far. But you do see, like, kind of like marks and travel patterns that are pacing back and forth at first and then heading further in.
Aster is quiet. He's taken off his jacket, switched shirts around. He's very much taken a stop break just to change into like comfy clothes because he's tired. He's not saying anything as he just kind of follows along.
And it is a beautiful scenery. It is practically like idyllic. It looks untouched by human hands, even though there are man-made structures around. It looks like everything was meant to be here and has been here for decades upon decades.
Yeah. Sorry, I was setting something up. He kind of just takes a step, stares at the statue. Does he notice anything with the passive inside of 23 around with any, or no? What is his passive perception actually? With a 17 passive perception, does he notice anything weird about the statues or?
Nothing weird about them, but it is dedicated to a god I don't think you know much about. It is definitely masculine, but it looks lesser known.
Aster is standing in like sweatpants,
Mhm.
regular slip-on shoes, and he's wearing just like a basic. It's like the most relaxed you've ever seen him, and he doesn't even have a jacket on, so Zippy is just dangling on his shoulder, essentially.
Mhm.
Recognize him?
Zippy tilts his head a little bit, kind of looking over the like features that are still there after the wear and tear of decades. And just, not really. Best bet is that it's from the Greek pantheon.
I'll look into it later. Hey, Zip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying over here. I'd like to talk with my pops alone, or as alone as I can get him.
You got it, boss. And hops off of your shoulder and kind of goes over to lean against the statue that you've learned is of Greek origin.
Aster, loving his little buddy, will pull out his gummy phone and hand it to him with an app already open. Because I imagine Zippy is one of those iPad kids whenever he's not super serious.
Mm-hmm.
So he just hands him his phone, goes, head pat. And kind of start walking about 10, 15 feet, stops and turns. Are you like them? The others? A spirit?
Just shrug. I'm whatever you need me to be, Chief.
Thanks, Zippy. He just gives like the softest, weakest. Thanks, Zip. I'm glad I always have a friend in you. He's gonna walk, take notice of the. Is this like an identical statue or separate?
Separate.
He will take a mental note of it. And he'll just keep walking. Quietly, taking in all his surroundings.
You hear around that point, once you get to the end of the first bridge, you hear like the distant guffaw of laughter. Somebody who basically told like a really god-awful joke and laughs anyway. And then it's chuckling from there on. From different sources.
He's not going to interrupt it with like a call out or anything. He's going to look at the two divergent paths. Because I imagine this shrubbery right here is like really wide.
Yeah.
Is it? So he probably can't see this building too well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mighty fuck it left.
How fast do you think you would have gotten to this location? 30 minutes, an hour, shorter?
So after changing clothes, probably 25 minutes, just under 30 minutes, because the minute he started he's aware today's not going to be a busy day, so he probably just with Zippy with him dark dashed a couple times, got here as quick as he could from where he was staying at. So anytime he got the chance to just dash fully, he took it. I'd say maybe 5 dashes, depending.
Maybe. We'll figure it out. But
all right. Basically, he's not coming with a lot of mana in his at the moment. He's summoned and has his familiar. He's doing everything just to be I don't want mana right now.
And as you get to the end of the second pathway, you first hear a different familiar voice. I wonder if you are just that stupid, or if you believe being the eldest gets you away from dumb shit following you like a hound. It's not dumb shit. I'm going on vacation. Do you know what vacation means? I don't. And then you hear Luca kind of laugh. I don't think he does, but I'm kind of tempted to ask him where he's going, just so I can bother him every so often.
Hearing all this laughing and whatnot, Aster will stand kind of just here, catch all of who's there, and just take a step back. And another, and just sort of wait at the edge of the bridge. They're having fun. He doesn't want to interrupt that just yet. He hasn't heard Luca laugh that kind of openly often, so he's just let him have it.
You do hear some more tidbits of the conversation. Something about going to see an old friend in a strange hat. Wondering if he's put down the hat or not. And Luca, you hear the eye roll more than you see it. It's just a comment of none of you and your friends know how to relax. Retirement isn't an option for people like you. And you hear Aaron clear as day. To be fair, I think it's a family trait to be a workaholic. And there's just the, don't hit me for that, I'm being correct. You're going to hit me because I'm right? And there's another laugh from the three of them.
Aster is smiling here and all this, just happy. Happy as Pops is happy.
And it lowers in volume a little bit as you hear, I think you would recognize the sound of your Pops getting up out of a chair.
Oh yeah.
As you hear his footsteps start to get closer to the edge of the gazebo.
Aster is looking at the ground, just leaning against one of the posts. He has the Fundaga band that he always keeps kind of wrapped around his wrist, used sort of to pull his hair back. And he's just staring at the ground, not saying anything.
Are you going to stand there, or are you going to come join us? We prepared something for you.
At that point, Aster sort of looks up to him, and the tears immediately start forming and falling.
Oh, kiddo.
Hey, Pops. I am.
I'm here.
Just listen. Just sort of stands there. talked to Mom. Said she's proud of me. Apparently I'm Spearin. I'm Spearin, summoner by blood. Half my summons have been spirits. And I think one of my friends hates me. And she's proud of me. Why does that one hurt the most?
Because you don't think there's anything worth being proud of.
Is there?
You survived, didn't you? You made it. And it doesn't
That's
feel like you did.
It's a low
And he
bar.
steps up to you.
Aster is just staring at him. You were laughing, and I felt this coming up, and I didn't. You smile. You don't smile enough, so I didn't want to mess with that. Sorry.
He lets out this really heavy sigh of like he's about to say something he normally doesn't. And he goes, I wouldn't be a very good dad if I didn't do something to make my kid feel at ease. Come on. And he takes one of your hands but does not usher you to follow him as he goes to take a step.
He follows. Thank God I took off all the makeup I wear.
Aaron, stop fucking around. I'm not fucking around. You're fucking around. Fuck you. And he lets go of your hand as he walks into the gazebo. He goes to take his normal seat. And as you walk in, do you walk in?
He does. He kind of stands at the precipice for a bit, just like fully hesitant, looking at all of them, and just takes a step in. Sorry to invade or interrupt.
As you get within 15 feet of Zach, you feel this familiar aura. It's similar to your friend, the one you keep a flag for. It's an aura of courage.
It is a physical flinch and then stare.
Zach is just giving you a look of what? And he's smiling.
Sorry, you just reminded me of my best friend and my boss. Does Aster see any drinks around? Because I know that it was said that there were they prepared stuff for him, so.
Yeah, there is, whether there are stuff in them currently or not, there are a couple of bottles of rum, one of whiskey, one of wine. There's finger foods and sandwiches and like snacks. They seem to be not willing to leave very soon.
I don't think Aster intends to, but he will grab, sort of moving over cautiously. He'll move over and on his way probably grab one of Luca's preferred drinks.
I'm gonna make a joke real quick to break up the tension.
Yeah.
He's so a Jack Daniels coded guy.
Yeah. Aster just grab a bottle of Jack Daniels. All right, this is a good sipping drink.
Oh. Oh. Not what Luca has. I know exactly what he's got as Jack Daniels.
I fucking imagine you do. I will say, Aster probably if Jack Daniels ain't available, he's a fucking Maker's Mark guy.
Yeah, that tracks.
Only because that's what my dad is. But Aster will just sort of find a place to lean or like relax as best he can without sitting down.
There's multiple like pillars up keeping up the gazebo.
You will lean on one of the pillars, just his back against the pillar.
Keep eating that, you kid.
I'm going to the Dark Realm in 2 weeks. My mom's trapped there, and I spoke to her recently, and she said she's proud of me. Also, I just found out this morning that I'm half Spearin. Holds up like a ironic toast to the sky, and that my ability to summon spirits, as it would seem, is more a Spearin thing than anything else. Because my mom was a summoner.
That sounds
my
really
dad,
fucking cool. Why couldn't I have done that?
It's not as cool as it would seem because I couldn't bring them to their full potential, so I summoned them as heartless imps.
Okay.
And I don't know why that's wrong. It shouldn't be wrong. It feels like it's not right.
Did they seem upset with it, darling?
He just smiles. A former servant of Shiva looked at me with the happiest smile I've ever seen her give and told me her old name. I don't think she gave a damn, and the other two are carbuncles. They're hounds, but they're carbuncles. They're just happy to get petted, get food, and get attention. But I can't rely on anyone more, and even before they were carbuncles, they're just... Also, I don't know what the fuck Zippy is. That's my familiar. I don't know what he is. Because he was faster than a former servant of Shiva in answering a summoner's open call.
With your insight, you know that Aaron and Zach are sharing a look of, yes, Summoner's Dilemma. Like they've been there before.
I hit a rock, didn't I? What I hit? I caught that. What was that?
And Zach kind of reaches up and scratches at his, like, right under his eye, brushes some hair out of his face. We've all kind of studied our own bits of summoning. It's why we have such endless fonts of mana. And why this one, points at Luca, literally cannot tap out on mana. There are rituals for every summon, Heartless, Nobody, even Spyron. And he gently corrects you.
Spyron, sorry. Again, it was just this morning.
You're all good.
Used to it. I know there's rituals to it. I have a photographic memory. And in the smoothest transition, has everybody seen the art that Razz made of darkness in Aster's hand? If not, Razz, could you post that here, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I got
Aster
my
will just
iPad
sort of,
right here.
Aster will just let this darkness sort of swirl in his hand, and then just a small little open call for any sort of bell, Heartless. I don't need, and he'll burn his 12 mana to do this.
Before you do that, Zach reaches out very gently and goes, I don't think you want to do that here around the three of us.
He'll stop. Like, I feel like there's a little, like, bell curl coming out of his hand, and he just goes, sorry, here. Holds out his pinky, and a little purple droplet falls into the portal his hand was creating. I've memorized the spell for it. I've memorized how to summon Greater Heartless. I've even figured out a way to increase their power with the Summoner's Bond, and I technically memorize the ritual for Lesser Nobody summoning, but I don't do that because I don't know. It's not good. Missy, Diane, Diana, the former servant of Shiva, who used to be called Missy, Diana stopped me whenever I started it because something answered instead of a nobody. Something that probably wants me dead. A lot of things apparently want me dead. I haven't even started on spirit summoning, but that's probably going to follow soon.
You see them exchange a look that, even for your high insight, is unreadable.
Insight check.
All right, go ahead. You need to beat a DC 28 minimum.
Just need a 15. That is a 7.
Unreadable. The only person who seems even close to willing to share is Aaron, and even they're hard to read.
Just kind of takes a moment. I'm rambling. I'm sorry.
You're alright. I don't mind it, and I don't think my brothers do either. I'm just concerned that I don't think the Dark Realm is very good for your health if this is how you perceive yourself.
Oh, no, I know it's not.
Ariel is very worried about you ever since you stopped responding to her text.
How do you know, Auntie?
Frog blinks, essentially. That is my little sister.
Your auntie's big brother? Sister? Person? Sibling?
Yes. Whatever is funnier, I think, is kind of where I'm at right now.
I think the question mark's the funniest.
Good. In grins.
I didn't... Wait a minute. Looks at Luca. How long have you known that... Why didn't you ever tell me you were related to Auntie?
You never asked.
You never asked me before you started talking about Dad.
I knew your dad when we were kids.
Yeah, and I am his kid, so... Ugh.
I don't need to explain myself to you. I don't need to explain myself to you.
I don't want to... I'm always... Ever since... Oh, God, words are hard.
You have time.
Ever since I realized I was a stitched person. Oh, I'm sorry. I used to be Caesar, Harold, and Miguel
No, I know that.
Navrin.
What was the term
yeah, when
you
he...
used?
The stitched person, that's what it's called. It's an old textbook term.
Oh, ew. Like, it actually makes the gesture of, like, he's supposed to. Anyway.
Yeah. Is that not a good term?
Like, it's the difference between saying that you're transitioning and saying that you're male to female. You know what I mean? It's like technical. It's really weird. Like, you know what I mean?
Technical versus preferred.
Yeah. You figure
What's
out what
the
you want to be called.
Remade's not bad. Reborn's not. I think might be taken.
Nothing is taken if you just revamp it. Give it a new spin on life, huh?
Well, whenever I found out I was reborn as Aster, a couple things have been bugging me, so I tried to focus on being a herald. All the rules and the traditions and shit just it's heavy. I thought I could take it. I thought I could handle all the weight.
Did anybody ask you to? Like,
Nope.
looks genuinely concerned.
Nope.
Then why did you do it?
I don't know.
And
For
Luca,
what?
like, with one hand on his head, on the side of his face.
Because all of my kids are, regardless of situation, the dumbest people alive. They get it from their dad. Me
Hey.
or Zagreus.
No, here's the best part. Luca would probably have the most vivid memory because I helped you make this one. Of that is a rogue wargoyle. We need to handle it. Where did Julius go? I have a pet now. What happened? He's just a baby. He was having a tantrum. He's fine. I'll handle it. What? Who told you to do that? Oh, I just did it.
Luca voice, I'm surrounded by the world's worst people alive. Like, nobody has a brain cell. I don't want it anymore. Take it away from me, please. I'm begging you.
Heralds traded their brain cells to punch God. Okay.
Okay. Alright, I'll apply that to Juliet in the future.
You haven't already?
No, she's a headmistress. She's gotta have a brain cell for like a little bit.
No, don't take that. Don't take that literally. God damn you. But Aster does sort of just. No one, I guess. Everybody. Shit started happening. I started as. I thought I was Caesar for a while, which was really fucked. Fucked me up. And.
You see Zach yawn a little bit, like turn his head away from you, just like yawn, just like, sorry. Great. Go on.
And then I learned the hard way that my other half pointed and laughed at me until basically it was like, you haven't put it together yet, bitch? Pointed, laughed, and fucked off.
That's rough.
Yeah. That's my brother. Hopefully.
There's a lot wrong with that statement, but I've said arguably worse. Isn't that right, Luca? Do not involve me in this.
I guess there's a good place. Around that point, I just started embracing more herald tradition and trying to be the biggest, the strongest. I'm smarter than some people on my team, but I just don't get social cues, so I guess it's never really picked up on. I memorize spells like instantly, and he does interrupt. It becomes this rant. I've memorized spells. I created a move where me and another person of pure light and pure dark jettison one of us forward with minimal harm. I did that, and because I forget somebody's face, I'm not that smart. That doesn't make sense. It's stupid, and it pisses me off.
Question.
Yes, answer. Sorry.
You know a princess of heart?
Do I?
You just said the being of pure light. That is a princess of heart.
No, that was Yuffie asking.
Yeah, you did. You said you mentioned like that you jettison a being of pure light or pure dark with the other element.
Yeah, it was Arthur, my buddy. Guy's my boss, my best friend.
I feel bad for him. I gave that up a long time ago. That just sucks.
Yeah, looks like he's starting to go through it. I think he had his first true love's kiss out of spite the other day or this morning, whichever one.
Better than me. I don't know what's happening with my love life right now.
A lot
and
not enough.
A lot, and I don't know what's going on, so I'm just letting it happen. I think Gwen is like categorically going through all the nonsense that me and Adam keep doing.
Oh, right. You're in a relationship with Miss Gwen. Can you tell her that we found the Drouet Manor?
Okay.
Yeah, we might move into that thing.
She might occasionally visit.
It's her place. I'm willing to pay rent at this point.
Somewhere
safe, and that is rare.
She would genuinely just want to see Adam again. We've been sending messages. Time and the fuck up.
Yeah, I think I might have an idea to fix that, but it's still a work in progress, and I haven't brought it up to anybody because exhibit prior examples.
You're all good. Don't worry about it. She's kind of accepted that there's a good thing going on. She has all the time in the world.
I have a dumb question. I promise you I've thought this through, but it's a really dumb question.
Go ahead. I'm just a bard, guys.
Yeah, well, you're the best bard I've ever met. Except for my
Okay.
buddy Razz. They helped me find my name. I don't
Thumbs
think
up.
there are...
Aaron is like tilting his head back and just like, okay, hit me.
Anybody know any dominants?
Those fucking people are dead. They're supposed to be.
My mom's one. She's not dead.
What? And then
mom's-
the other boys just groan of like, no, you've gotten them onto something. No.
With completely ignoring the other two, looking at Aaron. Yeah, my mom's the dominant of Odin. I've wielded Gungnir and summoned Sleipnir before.
You see the lights in their eyes suddenly appear of like, they were full blasted drunk a moment ago. Not anymore. You've got their attention.
It's the full-on, I'll send you the clip later, but Grizzy on the Clueless podcast going like, lock in! Bam! You know what I'm talking about! Is that Pezzy? Blasting off again! Yeah. Yeah. So basically it's that energy of lock in! Bam! And now Aster has Aaron's full attention. Yeah.
Oh man. We start talking about the theories behind dominant. The other class this one has is wizard.
So I have a theory on dominant those.
Oh,
No. No, I've thought this through and I technically have proof.
The proof? What's your proof? Give it to me.
In the heartless form, the servant of Shiva, Diane, answered my call. 2 carbuncles answered my call. I can call on Sleipnir. I think if I have any connection to a dominant, I can technically try a hand and offer a summoning to their servants, which would add a connecting point to Aeon or whatever you call them to me. Because think about it, I got close with my mom. I got that answer. I summoned Sleipnir. I finally asked.
Hold on.
No,
hold on.
no. I'm no.
No. Hold on. Give me no.
Holding on. Talk. And like he has moved a little bit closer to Aaron and is like keeping. It's like the super kid thing of like he's keeping super close distance to his dad because he's like, I'm excited and I'm starting to get comfortable, but you are still my dad, so I need to be close to someone I trust.
How many dominants do you know for this to be a working fucking theory? Because I thought they were all dead.
Nope, my mom's alive. How safe is everybody here? Can one of you do like a little ring of nobody, not even God himself, looking in on us?
That would take a little bit.
It's worth the wait.
Aaron kind of thinks about it for a second and just back. What?
Uncle?
Back. No, don't you uncle me. You're not in this right now. What do you want, Aaron? Can we do the move we did whenever we would hide shit from Dad before he was killed?
That's a lore drop.
Oh yeah, our dad sucked. He tried
cool.
to assassinate our mom.
Oh, cool. You should come over for family dinner.
No, God, then I'd have to invite Rose and Peter. No.
Are you worried that she'll love the farm?
No, I'm afraid Peter will try to assassinate somebody RKO style. I'm kind of tired of it.
Then just come by yourself.
Rose won't let me out of their sight after the last shit they did.
Bring Gwen. She's always welcome. She's been there before.
Oh no. And then Zach speaks up and is like, this one almost got themselves killed. They're not allowed to be out of sight of at least one in the polycule.
Like I said, bring Gwen.
Okay. But yeah, I'll get it set up while you guys are talking about other things. Thank you, Zach. You're the best.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And then after the confirmation is done, immediately turns to Aaron again. So, my only concrete proof is the connection of Odin and Sleipnir. Shiva, I don't understand where that one came from. I'd have to ask Missy, but I don't have her on my summoning block at the moment, and that would take a ritual. And I think, motioning Zach, he wouldn't like me doing a ritual in the middle of his ritual, so.
No, go ahead and do it. See what happens. Zach is just saying that while he's doing the ritual.
Hard pass. Maybe another time. But every time I have interacted with elements that are not light or dark, something has happened. And I've noted it, but I have to push it back because I'm always busy. I have had theories upon theories upon theories since fucking Diane explained who she was. Since the fucking Itty and Bitty explained they were carbuncles. Well, I guess they were carbuncles. They really were attracted to somebody. They basically stayed near somebody who was really fluent in, like, true magic. You know, the thing that carbuncles are just known for. So, Sleipnir answered my call from the depths of the darkness because I am connected to my mom, who is the dominant of Odin. That is a direct blood connection to a dominant. But that's also, not counting the blood connection, a deepened bond. If I can get close to dominance, like emotionally, or just talk to an Aeon straight up, I think I might be able to make contracts with servants of the Aeons.
There's a problem with that.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure there's one of two options as to where Spyra went.
Yeah, it was lost. I know.
Yes, it's either in the sleeping world or it's in the dark realm.
Well, I'm going one of those places. Wait, what'd you say about the sleeping room?
One of the triage votes for the
Yeah.
Gaia,
Spearing
Spyra,
Gaia and
Eorzean.
Yeah. I have a sleeping form.
Oh, good. Have fun with that one.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I thought it was an anti-form for a while.
Because usually that's how they show up as.
Yeah, but again, it's the same thing with the what was it? The Stitched versus Reborn.
Mm-hmm. No, I know.
So,
I have my own.
cool.
I don't think Luca has his anymore. Do you? Nope.
No, you wouldn't. Well, actually, that would make sense that you did have one. Did you have? Did you have to give that up? Did you have to give that up when you became a Master of Darkness?
No, it's when I died.
You died?
I'm functionally dead.
We're gonna run back to that when it's just you and me, okay?
Okay. Then he reaches over and picks up another bottle of Jack Daniels.
Oh, he doesn't have to reach over. Aster gives him the bottle he picked up.
Literally does the fucking Pennywise thing, unscrews the cap and downs some of it.
The fucking unscrew, flick, down.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you, Pops. We're gonna handle that. I know, but
The other two don't seem phased at all by the sentiment.
Yeah, Aster kind of just snaps back. Focusing. I know Spyron? Which one was it? Spyron was... Spyra was lost. Spyra?
Yes.
Spyra was lost, and if it's in the Dark Realm, I can look for it when I go visit there in 2 weeks.
You're going there in 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
A friend's been lost in there for too long, and it's a chance I might get to save my mom.
There's so many people that really should just stay out of the Dark Realm. Who's your friend that was stuck there?
You know, do you know Alexios?
The Lord Commander?
Mm-hmm.
The nobody.
Mm-hmm.
What about him?
Just motions a heart in the center of his chest. And then points down to his own shadow.
There's like a pause from Aaron of like, you can feel the gears turning.
He's
Very
just nodding.
slowly.
Yeah. He's just nodding. It's the friends thing of like, get there faster.
Zach clears his throat as the spell goes into effect. And you don't recognize the spell. It looks like a self-made one, which is stronger in some capacity. He
Can
goes,
he see
Aaron,
the spell?
you were not paying attention.
Damn. You right.
He kind of clears his throat and goes back to where he was sitting, looking a little tired now. It must have taken a lot out of him. He goes, he's incomplete. Like you were
that.
for a while.
We've narrowed it down to his nobody is here, his heartless is in the dark realm, and I think there's one more part of him because they've both alluded to a third part, but they've never expressly remembered or said it outright somewhere.
I mean, when they... Oh! It must be his solace. His solace? His memory.
Yeah, that thing. I remember hearing my group interacted with one of those whenever they went to the digital world, or what was it? Not the digital world, the Tron city.
Yes, but I remember being there. That's not quite what I meant. A strong enough solace is the pure willpower of memory and spite. It is everything that you remember with none of the attachment, none of the dedication, none of the emotion. It is just pure fact. So I would be wary of going to seek out that, what did you call it? Part of him?
Yeah. We're gonna bring
I
him
wonder
home.
what happened. Normally when
Oh.
people hit the...
He was murdered. Didn't stick. That's all I can say. It's not my story to
What do
tell.
you mean he was murdered and it didn't stick?
Not my place to tell. The barrier. How long
You
does the barrier
started
last?
it. What the fuck?
No. Oh no. Hold on. I'll get there. The barrier is up, and it's. How long does it last?
Until I dismiss it.
Lex is the dominant of Leviathan. I learned this because I was shocked by a super priest from a cult. His heartless is stuck in the dark realm, and as far as I'm aware, he was murdered by someone who has the title of Black King when he was on an adventure with Arthur.
Hold it.
Holding on.
I'm out.
And he's like, he's on like he's holding up his like, he's holding up like one of his fingers like he's about to continue. And holding on.
Prepare for a secondary wee, apparently.
Oh. A second has hit the channel. All right. Love that. Pause the recording.